Oh, yes, this is the pre-show of the Livingston Taylor Show. Um, this is, hold on, what's the date today? Ooh, I forgot.
23rd.
23rd. This is the June 23rd version of the Livingston Taylor Show. And for those of you who have showed up early, thank you so much for doing that. And it's always good to be back with you. Right, June 23rd, 6:23. God, we're spanking through this year, aren't we? Goes quick, goes quick. And yeah, what a bizarre year it's been. Okay, by my watch, we have another 30 seconds until the Livingston Taylor Show officially begins. Although I very much, I'm sorry, what do you have for me there, Gail?
I'm just saying, but remember, don't start right on time because people don't.
No, I'm getting instructions from my producer not to start right on time, lest people would not be ready to go right on time. And, so I'll be careful about that. Oh, I know what I'm going to play for my first song, and I cannot wait to play this song. But of course, first.
My iPhone says 3:59.
Oh, your iPhone says 3:59, not 4? Oh, darn, I'm always ready to jump the gun. My producer is telling me that it's after 4. I don't have to wait no more. Go on, Katie, bar the door. Livingston Taylor's coming back for you. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. Is he sinking in a boat? Is he crashing in a plane? Does he even know that the devil leads the rain? Is he just weird or probably insane? Oh, tell me, where did he get that brain? It's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. The Livingston Taylor Show, brought to you today by Cabot Bigham Racing Team. It's called Big Ham Racing Team, and he's the son of a friend of mine, Michael Bigham, and he's got he races cars, and he wanted to be a car racer. I've known him since he was a little boy, and boy, can he drive a car. He started on go-karts as a kid, and he just never let it go. In the automobile theme, Napa Auto Parts is one of our sponsors today in Vineyard Haven on Martha's Vineyard Island. Napa Auto Parts. I was driving a tractor mowing a field, and what I did was I drove over a rock, and I put a hole in the filter that the hydraulic system uses by hitting that rock. Napa Auto Parts had another filter for me, as well as 3 more gallons of hydraulic fluid. Also, today's sponsor, WMVY. WMVY is a perennial sponsor of ours, and that's the radio station on Martha's Vineyard, public supported radio station, and they're fantastic. And last but not least, also a regular supporter of ours, Rhymes Propane. Rhymes Propane. Gosh, I love the nature of um, uh, uh, gas and atmosphere. I fly airplanes, so I'm thinking about air and air densities and compressibility and molecular motion and water transfer, energy transfer. And we have a question from a listener about water coming up in a little bit, and that'll be fun to get to. Um, yeah, really glad my sponsors are here. Listen, if you want to sponsor on the Livingston Taylor Show, just get in touch with us because we would love to speak about your product. The bad news is that it will cost a little. The good news is that because we don't have, it's not, this isn't like the Super Bowl or something. So rather than the cost will be is stunningly reasonable. So if you'd like, and also for your product, um, we can also do a commercial if you want. I like writing themes for other people, so I'd be delighted to write a jingle for your product. All right, let me see. Where are we? Oh, let's do a song. I was on the Susan Warner show on Sunday evening at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, Eastern Daylight Time. And we did this song, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful song. I just couldn't resist but do it again. It's by Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein II. And it comes from, a slightly forgettable movie called State Fair. The things I used to like, I don't like anymore. I like a lot of other things I never liked before. It's just like Mama said. I sit around and mope, thinking I am wonderful and knowing I'm adored. I'm restless as a window in a windstorm. I'm as jumpy as a puppet on a string. I'd say that I have spring fever, but I know it isn't spring. I'm starry-eyed and vaguely discontented, like a nightingale without a song to sing. How could I have spring fever when I know it isn't spring? I keep wishing I were somewhere else, walking down a crowded street, hearing words I never heard before from a man I've yet to meet. I'm busy as a spider spinning daydreams. I'm as giddy as a baby on a swing. I haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or a robin on the wing. but I feel so gay in a melancholy way that it might as well be spring. It might as well be spring. Oh, Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein II. They're simply the best. Wow, what beautiful craftspeople. And how amazing to craft the song. You know, I think about my own writing. Somebody had requested that I don't know what words to say, but when I see you, I know they'll come. They'll be words that finally say how much I needed someone. Just one smile and then I'll hear those sweet words pour from in. I will be in love with you. I'll be in love with you. I will be in love with you. I'll be in love with you. Well, there are a few more verses to that, and it's a sweet song. But there's some other things I'm excited about doing. Are we having
I'm just gonna plug
any?
these in. People are saying the sound's not good, and other people are saying it's great. So we're just gonna do a little sound thing real
All right.
quick.
What are we going to do? We're going
No,
to go
we're
to
good. We
audio?
should be good.
All right. So, do you want me to put on put in earbuds?
You don't need to wear them, but some people say that might. But we're just trying it out.
Oh, all right. Good. Good. Now let me see. Oh, here we go. This was another request. She took a dollar bill from her wallet and she picked up a ballpoint pen. She wrote down the words, I love you, next to the picture of George Washington. She took the dollar bill to the grocery store. She bought herself a chocolate cake. She gave the dollar bill to the grocery man and she went back home to wait. The grocery store man gave the dollar bill to a big guy from Baton Rouge. He spent the bill at the hardware store on a box of flat top screws. The hardware store gave the dollar bill to a customer named Clive, who, by the way, is the son of one of the original Dave Clark Five. He spent the bill at the laundromat. They gave it to a lady named Fran. Fran's youngest son stole the bill from her purse and went to see Transformers 4 again. The movie theater guy spent the dollar bill on a subway ride uptown. And 5 minutes later, the bill was in the pocket of a gambling man named Brown. Now Brown blew the bill in a poker game. He was fishing for an inside straight. The bill went home with a man named Jones who was sitting on a pair of eights. Jones took the bill to the savings bank. The teller's name was Dan. Dan gave the bill to, oh my God, Rabbi Finkelman. I'm with you all the time and I can hear you loud and clear. Give a tug along the line and you know I will be there. Anyway, the rabbi spent the bill on a ham and cheese to go. They gave the bill to a guy named Phil. He gave it to his best friend Joe. Now Joe had planned to spend it on flowers for his bride. But he was mugged by a junkie named Doug in the parking lot outside. Doug's old lady spent the bill on a couple of cans of beer. She eventually becomes a very important poet, but that don't matter here. The liquor store guy put the dollar bill in his register, but then Doug the junkie said, stick 'em up, the bill was his again. He gave the bill to a girl named Jill. She gave it to a lady named Flo. She gave the bill to a real short guy whose name I do not know. He gave the bill to another short guy who gave it to a guy named Jake. Jake took the bill to the bar and grill and bought himself a sirloin steak. Well, later that day I happened to say, think I'll stop by the bar and grill. The barman counted out my change and he handed me the dollar bill. Well, I ran to the phone and I dialed up her number as fast as my fingers could do. I said, baby, I just got your message. Baby, I love you too. I'm with you all the time and I can hear you loud and clear. Give a tug along the line and you know I will be there. Honey, you don't need no dime. You won't need no subway fare. Give a tug along the line and you know I will be there. I'm with you everywhere. The Dollar Bill Song, written by my old and wonderful friend Andy Breckman. Andy Breckman. Oh, he's an adventure, that one. The Breckman is I don't know if he still does his radio show. Give him a Google, Andy Breckman, and see if he's still doing that radio show, because Andy Breckman is a truly great comedic mind. One of his claims to fame is that the TV series Monk, with Tony Shalhoub, that was Andy's conceptualization. Well, we had one of the things that I want to do is we have had not only on the Livingston Taylor Show, but just in general, we've had these endless cries to bring the banjo back, and the excuse I've always used is that it's too heavy. I can't carry it. It weighs too much. It's not enough. And so with the COVID, and I'm not traveling, no excuse. I'm in my house right now. The Livingston Taylor Show coming to you, and so I promised to work on the banjo. The cold dark night, not a star in sight. That wind does raise a fuss. The only fools on the road there, the fools on the midnight bus. Ride me far and wide. I'm young and I'm curious. Fly me, take a try on that sad old midnight bus. There was a song. One of the things I like to do in writing songs is I like to find these characters. And there was a character who, a guy on Martha's Vineyard, his name is Dave, but he's a well driller. And I love the notion of going with this monstrous, loud, aggressive piece of machinery and punching holes in the ground and looking for the very the most basic essence of life, which is water. And by the way, this will get us to a question on water that I was sent. And after a little doing of this song. Henry. Oh, the guy's name is Dave, but if you listen, oh, Dave. No. So I changed his name to Henry Crossenfeld because I just like the way that name sounded. I told him about it and he was okay with it. Henry, can you find me water? Henry, I do love your daughter. My name is Henry Crossenfeld. I punch holes in the ground. I am crazy, so they say, but they still come around. They need water for their lives. I dig wells by trade. They bring money, they bring hope, and the deal gets made. I kissed a pretty girl one time, and she kissed me back. She left us, me with our daughter, and she walked north up the tracks. We got a postcard from Detroit, a Chevy framed in blue. She wished for us an easy life, but it has not come true. Henry, can you find me water? Henry, I do love your daughter. April grew up tall and strong, a willow in the spring. She never spoke a single word, but softly she would sing strange December melodies of lost December lives. No man that I ever saw could catch her blue-green eyes. From dusk to dawn I'm in the woods with my drilling gear. The glade is still and peaceful, but the roar is all I hear. The tailings rise up from below, and by the end of day, they have water, they have life, and I just fade away. Henry, can you find me water? Henry, I do love your daughter. All right. Well, that banjo playing was a little sloppy. Don't worry, I'll be working on it and sharpening up those edges. Now listen, speaking about water, I had a question. Katie Lyman from Springfield, Ohio. Katie jotted me a note and she said, tell me about water. God, I've thought about water and just played with water since I was a little boy. I have water here. Look at this. Have you ever thought how water stays 32, okay, a little above 32 degrees, and we're talking Fahrenheit here, so don't get on me about this. But how is it that water stays at 32 degrees? until the ice melts and then the temperature starts going up. Well, this really intrigued me, and I was curious about it, and the answer is, of course, no. You got to poke around a little while to find it. But as this water goes into ice, I'll tell you, water is so amazing. As water goes into ice, the first thing it does, if you've had split pipes, the first thing it does is as it goes into a crystalline structure, it expands by 9%. But as that structure expands by 9%, the question is, as you watch it wreck steel and granite and mountains and continents, the question is, how much pressure does it exert? And it exerts, are you ready? Over 50,000 pounds of pressure. It is, but the idea that it expands by 9% means it becomes less dense. So ice, think about this and think about how crucial this is for life, to have ice form on the top of water and stay on the top as opposed to becoming more dense and sinking down. As a result, ice forms on the top, and all that life can continue to function in the liquid water down below. Now, I'm very enthusiastic about ice and water. I don't have time today. Katie, I was going to speak about how many molecules are in a single drop of water. We can perhaps discuss that next week. Molecules of H2O, that would be 1.67 sextillion molecules of water in a single drop. Molecular structure is so good. Okay, my producer is buzzing out. I've got actual birthdays and things. I have birthdays and thank yous to do. I'm getting off on water tangents, but listen, if you have questions that you want to ask me, just write and say, hey, Livingston, tell me about dum, dum, dum. And remember, I never let lack of real knowledge stand in my way. All right, that made my producer laugh. That's good. Birthday time. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Rochelle. Rochelle is a dear friend of my producer Gail's, and she lives in New Zealand.
No. She lives in LA.
Well, she lives in LA?
Her parents live in New Zealand.
Which we saw her in New Zealand.
No, we saw Frances.
Oh, we saw Frances. Oh, Rochelle, I'm so sorry. Of course, we saw Rochelle's parents, Bev and George. Beautiful house in New Zealand, and they treated us so graciously. That's right. Rochelle is in Los Angeles. Sorry, Rochelle. Emma. Emma is her age is right there, but I'm not going to say her age. Shelley Rosenfeld's daughter. Shelley Rosenfeld's daughter, Emma. This says over here, Shelley Rosenfeld's daughter, but it's unreadable due to bleed. But happy birthday.
It's Amy Morgan's birthday on Sunday.
We just found out it's Amy Morgan's birthday. Amy Morgan of Thanks for the Dance Productions, who were our sponsors, one of our sponsors last week, and Danny and Amy Morgan, two of our dearest friends from Sanibel, Captiva, Florida. They're let me see, it's blocked me out. Can we get me back up again?
I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how. Let's go. Let's go live. Should we press live?
Yeah.
Did we lose our feed? All right, well, I don't know whether you can see me, but I can't see you. I don't know if you can hear me. But camera, press camera one more time, please. Camera, good. Front camera. There we go.
I got lost somehow.
Yeah. You want to reload and
I don't know
go
what to
again?
do.
Brittany, do you want to do this? Can we? Who's there?
You're there. You're just black. So just keep talking. Let's try to figure it.
Can you?
I don't know
can
what
you,
to do.
Listen, people have seen plenty of Livingston Taylor.
You have another minute. So.
I have supposedly another minute, but wait a second. It's the Livingston Taylor show. It's my show. I can do what I want. And let's see what we have here for potential songs. Okay. All right. Again, for our beautiful sponsors, the Cabot Bigham's Big Ham Racing Team, Napa Auto Parts in Vineyard Haven for all your auto parts needs. WMVY Radio Station Extraordinaire, public supported radio on Martha's Vineyard, and my friend John Rhimes and everybody at Rhimes Propane, delivering that beautiful energy. Ah, so nice. All right. And I don't know where we are. I don't know if you can still hear me or not.
They can hear you. They just can't see you.
I'm gonna let you go with a final rendition of the theme song for the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor. It's the Livingston Taylor. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. I'll see you next week.
And we'll work out all our difficulties.
And we'll work out all our problems. I cannot wait to be with you again. I'll be Katie bar the door. He'll be coming back for more next Tuesday at 4.